A Star is Born may be sitting at number 5 for my top 10 films of 2018, but this year has just been great movie after great movie after great movie. And A Star is Born is no exception. This movie tackles authenticity and love in a very powerful way, making it one of the best films to come out this year. We're going to talk about it coming up. Hey everyone, my name's Austin, and I'm here to help you to dig deeper and go further to better understand movies and TV shows, their characters, and their stories. If that's exciting to you and you're new here, consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Friday. Also, heads up, spoiler warning for this video. A Star is Born was released on October 5th, 2018, and is a story about Allie and Jackson. Jackson, played by Bradley Cooper, comes across Allie one day, played by Lady Gaga, and he helps her to find her own fame in the music industry, even with age and alcoholism sending his own career in a downward spiral. Now, this movie wasn't much on my radar until I actually saw it. I had seen the trailer. It didn't do too much for me. I'm not too much of a drama romantic guy, but I'd heard about it on a movie podcast that I listened to, and a lot of the guys on there were loving it. And it looked interesting enough, and my wife really wanted to see it, so I figured, let's go. It's getting good reviews. I definitely want to check this out. And man, I gotta say, I really enjoyed this movie. There is so much skill involved and talent on just every aspect of this film. First of all, it looked incredible. From the large concert scenes with huge crowds and the big stage and all the instruments to the little intimate moments just between Allie and Jackson. I really felt like we were following these musicians through their careers. It was almost like a documentary, but not really, like a first-person documentary where I'm following these people throughout their lives. And that really, like I mentioned, the authenticity that comes with this film is fairly astounding. One of the things that surprised me most about this movie was Lady Gaga. I know her from just, the music industry and all the things you hear along with that, but I was like, wow, she can really act. And this was her first role too. You can really tell she put her heart into this performance. I read multiple articles about how after the movie ended, she really had a hard time letting the character go. And I think it's really, really powerful when an actor has that kind of deep, intimate connection to their character. You can really see the emotion on her face when she sings songs like Shallows and I'll Never Love Again. It's just so gut-wrenching at times. Now let's talk about Bradley Cooper. This was his directorial debut. I didn't know this, but he's actually always wanted to go into directing. And this was his first break at it. And he was like, you know what? I found something I'm passionate about. I really want to do this. I'm gonna make it happen. And he really wanted to tell a love story about people and relationships. And I think this was the perfect film for him to do that with. He actually learned how to play piano and guitar for this role and spent 6 months with a dialect coach to get his voice to sound the way it does, that graggly deepness that it has. And this is one of those characters that he plays that when I'm watching the movie, I don't see Bradley Cooper on the screen. I see his character, and that is all. And that is beautiful when an actor is that convincing in a role. And not a lot of actors can pull that off. One thing I really appreciated with this film, beyond the acting and the filmmaking quality, was the unpredictable story. I really, from every few scenes or so, expected a couple of the cliche, love, romantic story beats to come in. And for the most part, they don't happen. It's really neat. It really was surprising to me in a good way. Whenever I predicted one direction that the film was going to go, it went a different direction. And I appreciate when a film can avoid those cliches because, especially recently, they've just been getting more and more frustrating. Nobody likes a predictable movie that you know exactly where it's going to go. Yes, on a technical level, this film is excellent and incredibly immersive, but what I love most about this movie is that relationship between Allie and Jackson. It is so authentic, raw, and real. Now, I mentioned I'm not a chick flick romance guy when it comes to movies. I watch them for my wife because she enjoys them. But my goodness, their relationship is so compelling in this film. Their chemistry is just instantaneous, and it really just bleeds out of the film, and it's so powerful and heartwarming to see their relationship grow and blossom throughout their lives. Now, both of these characters, when we first meet them, Jackson's kind of stuck. Like I said, he's on his downward spiral, and Allie's just kind of where she is. She would like to grow, but she has not had that opportunity yet. And the two of them are chasing their dreams, but they can't get there until they find each other. The love that they share really revitalizes their pursuits that they have. After some time though, as their relationship grows, Allie starts to become famous. She's got record deals, music videos, all this kind of stuff. Jackson's proud of her, he's happy for her, but at the same time, alcoholism just has a deep hold on him, and he continues to spiral. And this is one of those non-cliches I mentioned earlier that you would think like, okay, he's going into this alcoholism, Allie's found her own fame, she's just gonna leave him, she's done with that, she doesn't want to deal with it anymore. But no, she loves him through this struggle. At this point they're married, and she will not give up on him. She's faithful to him, and she's continually challenging him to grow and do better and overcome this addiction. There were multiple points in this film where I thought, that's it. This is the last straw. She's done. She's gonna leave him. And no, she just stays by his side. She refuses to give up on him. She frequently encourages him to go to rehab. Like I said, she stays faithful as his wife. They go through all these highs and all these lows together, and they just stick together through all this thick and thin. Towards the end, Jackson finally goes to rehab. He's overcome his alcoholism. He's out. They're back together. Allie continues to go on these tours, and she wants to bring him back and so they can do stuff together. But unfortunately, there's just that little tiny thread of guilt that he feels, and it just continues to grow and eat away at him. And unfortunately, it just becomes too much for him, and he gives up and in the end commits suicide. Actually, I did not see that coming. I have not seen any of the previous Star is Born movies, so I didn't even know like kind of main story beats that the movie would be hitting. But wow, that was just a sombering moment. When she finds out he's gone, and this last song that she sings in the movie, it's like, it's just giving me the chills. And actually behind the scenes when she sang that song, she had actually just found out a friend of hers had passed away from cancer, Lady Gaga that is. She had gone, she wasn't able to see them before they passed, and she came back to do it, and Bradley Cooper told her she didn't have to do it if she didn't want to, but no, she was committed, she wanted to do this, and so she does it, and it's beautiful to watch her sing this song. You know, looking into her eyes, she was thinking about her friend when she was doing this, and it's so cool that there's that connection to her real life, that she's able to add that emotional weight to her character as she's singing that final song of I'll Never Love Again. I definitely want to see this movie again when it comes out. Now that I kind of know all the story beats, I'm excited to kind of just look that much deeper, pay more attention to like the secondary characters like Sam Elliott. Also the filmmaking, like I said, this is Bradley Cooper's directorial debut, but my goodness, this film was beautiful, and I really like to pay more attention to those filmmaking aspects, and I think all of those things together just really add to the authenticity and the beautiful love story that Bradley Cooper tells. I'm really excited to see where his career goes in the future, and if you have not seen A Star is Born but you watch this video anyways with the spoilers, I really implore you to check it out. It is a powerful movie. It will definitely tug at your heartstrings, and you will want to go back and watch it again. So that's A Star is Born, one of the few romantic drama movies I will definitely be going back to, and I really hope you'll check it out too. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider it. I put out new videos every Friday, and if you're interested in talking about faith, film, and everything in between, you're already in the right place. You can check out another one of my recent videos right here, and I will see you in the next one.